I wanted to continue on what I was talking about with like the Dune series and why I have issues with the everything that came after the 6 original Dune books. And I wanted to get this done a few days ago, but unfortunately I got pretty sick, which was very annoying. But what I am sitting with here is one of my favorite things possible is the Dune special edition from Easton Press, and I was so excited to actually get this because Dune is one of my favorite books, really of all time. I think it just has so much incredible impact as far as the entire sci-fi genre. I read it after really enjoying sci-fi. I read it, I think, in 2020, and you can see how it impacted the entire world of sci-fi. It is foundational to everything about modern American sci-fi, and I think that's very special. Um, Dune is also something where it is the most traditional of any of the 6 Dune books. And as you go further and further along, you see Frank Herbert really, really go from a very traditional story and a very traditional storytelling style to something that is far more nuanced and far more, experimental. I mean, I didn't even like Chapter House Dune, but because it was so odd. But you can't deny that what he was doing was brilliant. You can't deny that what he did was, in fact, tremendous for his time. And just tremendous in general. I think if he had been able to be alive, afterwards, and he wrote Chapter House Dune in 1985, he died in 1986. If he had been alive to create the 7th and final Dune book, I think we would have seen something truly spectacular. And that's my issue with Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson and this entire Dune universe. The idea that he had all these things, and kind of the issue that I have is like the slopification of Dune. And it really did come, and it's slop because apparently they sat on everything for 20 years and then started releasing stuff. The first of now, I think, 20 Dune stories by Brian Herbert was released in 1999, so 13 years after Frank Herbert's death. Hunters of Dune was not released until 20 years after Frank Herbert's death. So despite having apparently these ideas, storyboards, and drafts, there's not much, and so I was pretty surprised by that and pretty frustrated. And when you read the prose, and I'd like to be able to get a copy of Hunters of Dune,